More of our exclusive on the New York jogger murder. It's a haunting 16 seconds of innocence. She has no idea what is lurking just down the path. The raven-haired beauty jogs across the screen and into the murderous clutches of a maniac. Crime Watch Daily was the first to uncover this video of New York City jogger Karina Vetrano capturing the very last images of her alive.
During her run and prior to the attack, she sends a text or a series of texts to a friend. Can you give me a sense for the nature of those texts?
It's nothing that I think they're talking about apps, if I remember correctly, a new app or something.
Regular chat.
Just regular chat.
What are you doing tonight?
Anybody do exactly right.
New York City Police Chief of Detectives Robert Boyce is leading the murder investigation and invited me into his war room, granting me rare access to this headline-grabbing case.
Nothing that gives you any clues to the crime.
Thus far, there's nothing in Karina's personal life that we can attribute to this attack. Nothing.
How are we supposed to go on with our daily lives knowing that there's a monster out there that did this?
I'm speaking with Tony Corsello and Natasha Ikonomu, Karina's best friends. Natasha tells me she may have been the last one to text back and forth with Karina just minutes before she was strangled on August 2nd.
It was only a couple of weeks ago that we were having like the best time.
Natasha says her last text was at 5:37, barely 3 minutes before Karina is seen here going on her fateful evening jog. Natasha tells me nothing triggered any alarms that Karina could be in danger.
You wouldn't think she'd be a target of something.
No, she shouldn't have been. She was only kind and gracious and loving to anything that she crossed. To take her willingness to be open and take it and make it something so evil, it's indescribable.
Karina's inconsolable parents, Phil and Kathy, have invited me into their home when the girls drop in. They want me to understand their extraordinary bond with Karina.
Were you a bit like the Three Musketeers?
Well,
Yes.
we were triple threat, actually. That
Triple
was our
threat.
that was our nickname. This one right here was on her 30th birthday of this year. On July 12th, we were in Saint-Tropez in the south of France. Yeah, it was her dream trip to go there, to be there on her birthday. So I just remember it so vividly.
How do you go from celebrating in Saint-Tropez
Yeah.
to hunting for her killer?
It's just hard. It's really hard, and it's kind of surreal because she is so, like, still so present in my mind that it doesn't feel like it's real.
Is this yet real for you?
No, this is still a nightmare. I haven't woken up from the horror.
Karina's battered body is found in a thicket of tall weeds off the jogging trail. Chief Boyce says the petite athlete fought with her last dying breath against her would-be rapist.
Take me through the crime scene in terms of where you think she was attacked. What do you think happened to Karina?
We feel she was accosted on that path and dragged into the weeds. Her earphones were taken, earbuds, and thrown.
The chief reveals Karina's killer could be left-handed. His DNA is on her neck, under her fingernails, and on her cell phone.
That's where we believe an attempted physical sexual assault occurred, attempted, because we have no evidence to show it did, that it was completed. So that's where she fights for her life, in those weeds. We believe she clawed because we got DNA under her fingernails as well. When the body is found, she's clutching parts of the weeds.
You are confident that the motive was sexual assault and this was a random attack?
We are confident, but we're not closing out anything on this case.
Chief Boyce believes the killer could still be walking around with faded scars and scratch marks. And this is a police sketch of a man they want to talk to.
I hesitate to call him even a person of interest. We want to talk to him to see what he's seen. And you can see what's unusual about him. He's wearing a wool cap. It's August 2nd. He has some facial hair, very distinctive look.
$300,000 has been raised as a bounty on the killer's head.
Somebody knows something. Somebody saw someone come in with scratches, that was sweated, that was nervous, that started to cry.
What I have to say to him is that he is such a small, pitiful vermin.
We won't be able to sleep until we find out who did this. We just want to live Karina's memories, finish her bucket list. It's unimaginable. This is a nightmare.
Natasha and Tony cannot contain their grief and their suspicions.
Do you think that this was maybe somebody she knew?
I almost hope it's some wacko stranger that just, wrong place, wrong time kind of thing, because if it's actually someone that knew her, it will make it even that much harder to get over.
Do you worry that maybe somebody was stalking her because of it?
I think that this person definitely admired her from afar. I think this person definitely saw her pictures and saw what a beautiful lady she was.
Police are asking anyone with information to please call the NYPD Crime Stoppers hotline. That number is 1-800-577-TIPS.